Good evening, beautiful people of the great southern land and beautiful people of the world. It is Lucas and Star. Star has just been laying next to me the whole time. Now she's going to get up and rock the camera or something. Oh no, she's just licking her paw. You know, I know there's a lot of doom and gloom out there, but I really just wanted to also remind people that I'll wait for a couple to jump online actually. If you're on there, please give me a comment. Let me know you can hear me okay. I'll just wait for a couple to jump online. But, you know, it's and women would know this especially, right? Women who have had children, right? And in any process of birthing, right, whether it's humans or animals or whatever it is in nature, any process of birthing new life comes with pain, right? There is a short period where the baby goes from in its nice warm environment to in its comfort bubble to what it was in before, for the first 9 months or 8 months or 7 months, depending on how long you were pregnant for. But the baby's in that bubble for that short, for that amount of time. It's that warm, cozy bubble. And then, there's this sort of almost violent kind of traumatic, hard experience for the mother and for the new baby, right? But then, that trauma, that pain is only a short period of time. And I'll just qualify it something that I'm grateful that I never have to go through, and I respect women greatly for it. But, the point is, birthing pains for any new life, any new way of life, any new form, are painful, right? And that's what we're going through on a global scale, right? We're seeing the birthing pains, and I'm really confident, that we're going somewhere special and we're going somewhere beautiful, and it's going to be in this realm, on this earth, and it is going to be a new earth, and it's going to be on the people's terms and the people's conditions. So I sort of just wandering around like, oh, what am I going to do now? As I do, I just sort of flow. This time I was kind of crashing, and I picked up my cards, my Earth Warrior Oracle cards, because I just looked at them and I'm like, oh, I'll just do a reading. I'll pick a card. And I picked a card, and the card fell out of the deck. It was the number 18, and it's called Kuntur Yakak. Blessings from the son of Hanapacha. And I'll just read the very first part of it. And I knew the card was meant for me because I just sort of looked at the deck, and then I picked it up and I opened it up, and this card fell out, and then I opened up the book. It's a little thick sort of book, and I opened up the book directly on the page to the card I pulled, and this was the message that came through. Okay. Blessings from the son of Hanapacha. Condor swiftly brings the will of Great Spirit to earth through the gift of powerful medicine. Despite great odds, even in the face of what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of resurrection, of the rising up of what was thought to be lost. It shall happen with unexpected and surprising swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of a great spiritual master. And it just, I knew as I opened up the book, I already knew that I'd opened the book up to the right page, because I knew I was meant to get that card to bring that message, right? And my intuition recently has been so on point. It's actually it's awesome. You know, I know things are gonna happen just before they happen, and then they happen, and it's constant, right? So my intuition's right on point. So this card is the message for the people. Do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. Yeah, stay strong. Stay in grace. Yep. I know people are getting frustrated and angry, but you know, and we all do. It's human nature, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and sometimes people act out of anger, and that's the only time people will act, if they're angry. So that's not a bad thing as well. But you know, I try to stop myself from doing videos these days when I'm angry. You know, but maybe that's a form of control that I shouldn't do. You know, maybe it's more natural. And the other card that fell out with it was number 17, Padma Sundari, and it says, out of darkness, the light is born. Okay, so whilst we are going through birthing pains, and we've all experienced forms of loss, you know, be it with our friends or family, or emotional connections, or we've sacrificed, you know, relationships for the task that we do, or we find ourselves alone, you know, physically, you know, there is something great coming, and I truly believe this. I know, and I believe it with all my heart, and I think it every single day when I look at these books, and I look at all the acts and the law and all that stuff that I've been going through for a few years, and all the information I've learned, and shared, and the abuse and everything that I've copped. And I just, something in me just knows that it is not in vain. What we are doing is not being done in vain, no matter how much it feels like it. I know this in every cell of my body, in the very essence and fibre of my being. I know this to be true. So keep sharing the light, keep the pressure on, keep doing what you're doing. Warriors, all of you, yeah? Spiritual warriors, physical warriors, yeah? Intellectual warriors, all of you. Everyone speaking out, everyone risking something is a warrior at this time. You know, everyone speaking the truth about what's going on is a warrior of light, and you are on the right side of history. How do we know the difference between right and wrong? Well, your rights end where mine begin, and my rights end where yours begin, unless there is consent. Yep. So when they're trying to force things without that consent, they don't have the right. Yep. And if they don't have the right, that means they have the opposite of a right, which is the wrong. That's how we know the difference between right and wrong. Yep. Okay, so stay strong. Keep thinking about, you know, the future that you want to see. You know, would it be nice once, you know, all that's dealt with, yeah, that we have, like, you know, a month off where, you know, people all around the country have big bonfires and gatherings, right? And we can just like travel around from one bonfire and party and gathering to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And it's just like this constant celebration of life and freedom that is knocking on our door. And the people are about to rise and reclaim their dominion, their life, their spirit, their freedom. And that day, I don't know, I might cry that day, but I know it's coming. And I need a good cry, you know. Crying's cleansing, right? Haven't had one for a while. All right, so you know, Andrew's sacrificed. I know there's so many people on that watch my videos who have sacrificed so much, and so much respect to all those people. And a lot of people were sacrificing things long before I even woke up myself, and so much respect to those people. And all of us are standing on the giants that come before us, or we are receiving information from the Spirit, the Great Spirit. And we're all just transmitters and receivers of that information, and we're blessed to be in the position we're in. We are in the middle of history in the making. This is a massive deal. Nothing in known history that I know of, and I'm no history buff, but nothing in known history compares to the moment that we are living through. Yeah? And we are alive, spiritually, physically, and we're on the front lines. Yep. We are the tip of the spear. And that's the hardest place to be, because you've got to pierce through the veil. Yep. So you get the most resistance. So full respect and much love to you all out there. And, you know, even if you're just sort of becoming aware now and you're a bit hesitant, you know, you're on the journey and you're on the path, and you're a part of the spear. And, you know, everyone wakes up at their own time, and that is divine timing. Yep. It cannot be done any other way than in accordance with divine timing. That is the divine law, right? So everything happens, even though we get impatient and we want to give up and we want to throw the books and burn the books, and we want to, you know, we want to do all this stuff. Yep. All in divine timing. And I really feel that divine timing is near. Okay? So, you know, and each person, and that's what I was going to say, those people that are just sort of becoming aware now, and you know, don't feel like you're behind, or you're, you know, don't feel like you can't do anything, or you're powerless, or don't feel like any of this stuff, because you're waking up at this time or coming aware at this time, so that you know how, right? Because the people around you know you, right? They know what your perspectives on things are and what they were. Yep. And they can see the change. And if they can see that change and you can explain that change, that gives them permission to change, right? That ripples out, that filters out. So everyone who's becoming aware now, you're even more effective than the people who were speaking at the start, because all the people around you know you. They know that you were in the same frame of mind as they were. So you know how to disseminate the information that changed your perception, right? Whatever it may be. And then they can see that change, and then that gives them permission to change, right? So it is a collective effort, and there is no wrong or right time. Yep. There is just divine time. All right. I'll keep it nice and short. Please share it if you enjoyed this, if you got something out of it. But you know, the message is coming through, getting the numbers 191919, 181818, just numbers everywhere, and yeah, beautiful times to look forward to. You know, the cat is out of the bag, and there's no putting it back in, right? So here we go. Many blessings. Stay peaceful. Stay graceful, right? Stay graceful. This is, astrologically speaking, this is a very tense time. Emotions are high, right? Remember, unified, we are more powerful, yep? And as a country, as a nation, we need to be unified, yep? We need all the public officers to unify with the people. Yep, all of them. Fireys, police, you know, army. We need all the people to stand together. Yep. If you're going to a gathering, maybe wear your uniform. Yep. Let these people see who the people are that are out there exercising their rights. Yeah. Wear your uniform. Yep. Let them know, like, hey, we're frontline workers just like you. We're just like you. We're part of this. We are this country. We make up this country. Yeah. We are it. We're not some fringe dwellers, some theorists, you know. We are the people who are the nation, right? Wear your uniforms. Wear them proud. Yep. Or don't. Whatever you want to do. I mean, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that's it. Much love. Many blessings. And you are history. You are making history. And creating the future reality. Many blessings from me and Star.